Hello and welcome. If you find yourself tossing and turning at night, your mind racing with the latest political headlines, you are not alone. It's something many of us, especially as we get older, are experiencing. The constant stream of news, particularly late in the evening, can really stir up feelings of anxiety and make it incredibly difficult to get the restful sleep our bodies and minds need. But here's the good news. You have the power to change this. Today, we're going to walk through some simple, effective, and science-backed techniques to help you reclaim your nights, calm your mind, and get the deep, restorative sleep you deserve. We're not going to just say turn off the news. We're going to build a practical toolkit for you. So let's get started on this journey to better sleep together. First, let's understand why this happens. As we age, our sleep patterns naturally change. We might sleep lighter and wake up more often. When you add a dose of late-night political news to the mix, it's like pouring fuel on a fire. The content is often designed to be emotionally charged, triggering our body's fight or flight response. This releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which are the exact opposite of the calm state you need for sleep. Your heart rate might increase. Your mind starts replaying arguments or worrying about the future, and suddenly, your bed feels less like a sanctuary and more like a debate stage. Recognizing this biological reaction is the first step. It's not a personal failing. It's your body responding exactly as it's designed to. The trick is to learn how to signal to your body that it's time to power down, despite what's happening in the world. So, let's talk about the most crucial strategy: creating a news-free wind-down routine. This is non-negotiable. I recommend setting a firm news curfew at least, preferably 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This means no TV news, no scrolling through news sites on your tablet, and no checking social media for political updates. The blue light from these screens also messes with your melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's nighttime. So, what do you do instead? Replace that time with activities that are calming and restorative. This is your personal time to decompress. Maybe it's reading a chapter of a good book, and I mean a physical book, not on a screen. Fiction is often a great escape. Or perhaps you could listen to some calming music, classical, ambient sounds, or even a nostalgic playlist from your younger years. It's about intentionally shifting your brain's focus from agitation to tranquility. Another powerful tool in your toolkit is journaling. Now, this might sound a bit new age to some, but the act of writing things down is incredibly effective. Get a simple notebook and pen, and keep it by your bedside before your wind-down routine begins. Take just 10 to 15 minutes to do what's called a brain dump. Write down everything that is on your mind. All the worries about the election, the frustrations with a particular policy, the anxieties about what might happen next. Get it all out of your head and onto the paper. Don't worry about grammar or making it neat. The goal is to externalize those racing thoughts. Once they're on the page, they often feel more manageable and less overwhelming. You can even end your journaling session by writing down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus from anxiety to appreciation, creating a more positive mindset as you prepare for sleep. Let's incorporate some physical relaxation techniques as well. Your body holds on to stress, physically, often in your neck, shoulders, and jaw. A wonderful way to release this tension is through gentle stretching or a warm bath. A warm bath or shower about 90 minutes before bed can work wonders. The rise and subsequent fall in your body temperature helps to signal sleep. You can add some Epsom salts, which are rich in magnesium, a mineral known for its relaxation properties. If a bath isn't your thing, try some simple, gentle stretches. You don't need a full yoga routine. Just slowly stretch your arms, legs, and neck. Focus on your breathing as you do it. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. This type of deep, diaphragmatic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's rest and digest mode. It actively counters the fight or flight response triggered by the news. Now, let's talk about your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep and nothing else. If you've been watching the news in bed, it's time to stop. Your brain needs to associate your bed with rest, not with stress and stimulation. Make sure your room is as dark, quiet, and cool as possible. Blackout curtains can be a great investment. If you have outside noise, Consider a white noise machine or a simple fan to create a consistent, soothing sound that masks disruptions. Also, check the temperature. Most sleep experts recommend a cool room, somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. A cool environment helps your body temperature drop, which is a key part of falling asleep and staying asleep. Treat your bedroom like the sacred space for rest that it is. What if you do all this, get into bed, and your mind still starts racing? This is very common. The key is not to fight it. Don't lie there getting more and more frustrated with yourself for not sleeping. That just creates more anxiety. Instead, try a mindfulness technique like a body scan meditation. You can find guided versions of this all over the internet, or you can do it yourself. Lie comfortably on your back. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your toes. Notice any sensations without judgment. Then slowly move your attention up your body, to your feet, your ankles, your calves, and so on, all the way to the top of your head. The goal isn't to feel anything special. It's just to focus your mind on your physical self, grounding you in the present moment and pulling you away from those anxious political thoughts. If your mind wanders, and it will, just gently guide it back to your body. It's also important to manage your news consumption during the day, not just at night. If you're constantly checking for updates from morning till evening, you're keeping your body in a sustained state of alert. This makes it much harder to wind down at night. Try to schedule specific, limited times to check the news. For example, maybe you read the paper for 30 minutes in the morning and watch a 30-minute news summary in the early evening. Outside of those scheduled times, resist the urge to check. Turn off news alerts on your phone. You can also be more selective about your news sources. Find sources that report the news in a more factual, less sensational way. This can help you stay informed without feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Remember, being informed doesn't require being inundated. If anxiety about the news and sleeplessness are significantly impacting your quality of life, please don't hesitate to speak with a healthcare professional or a therapist. They can offer personalized strategies and supports. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBTI, is a highly effective, non-medication approach that helps people restructure their thoughts and behaviors around sleep. Talking to someone can provide immense relief and give you tools specifically tailored to your situation. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength. So, let's recap our plan. First, establish a strict news curfew at least 2 hours before bed. Second, replace that news time with a calming wind-down routine, reading a book, listening to music, or taking a warm bath. Third, use a journal to do a brain dump of your worries. Fourth, practice gentle stretching and deep breathing to release physical tension. Fifth, optimize your bedroom to be a cool, dark, quiet sanctuary for sleep. And finally, if you wake up with a racing mind, try a body scan meditation instead of fighting it. Building these new habits takes time and consistency, so be patient and kind to yourself. You are taking positive, proactive steps to protect your peace and your health, and that is something to be proud of. You deserve peaceful nights and energized days. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content on living a healthy, vibrant life. Sweet dreams.